these are called floor canvases.
Yes.
And they are actually made out of a canvas that is meant to put this on the floor
outside.
like a rug.
Well,
and it can be outside or inside.
Right.
And so I'm so excited to put this together today because it's just absolutely darling.
Yeah, it is.
So the first one, and let's just do his face really, because this works just, we've all used Heat and Bond. Kimberbell has a brand new double-sided bondable stabilizer out right now. So
but you don't have to worry about this because this is already
it's already on
in
there.
Your kit.
But you just simply decide where you want to place it. And I have to show you on the pattern. So your pattern is actually emailed to you because look at this pattern. There's a lot of paste. Yeah. And if you wanted to do it again, it actually comes with the outline on here. But one of the fun things about this pattern is it gives you 2 ways to put this together. So the first one is like a 1 through 11 grid this way so that you know where to place things and how to cut it. But check this out. This is a grid that is actually in 1-inch increments. So if you were as precise as I know you are, Jackie, then you could put this however you wanted to do. But let's just work on his face just a little bit. We have our iron going because, you know, never are we going to give up an opportunity to use that iron.
That's true.
We're just going to peel. Let's just put his eyes on here. So we're just going to peel this on here, and we're going to decide where to put his eyes.
That's what's really kind of fun.
Is you can do it however you want.
Yes, that's what I love about this. Is
you don't want, maybe you want his arm given a big old howdy do. I kind of like snowman eyes close together.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, I don't like them spread apart. So I'm just going to decide how to do this, and let's just put his nose on here, and then we're just going to show you how fast and easy it is. You just put those on, position this right here.
Cute.
Hand this off to you.
All right. And you're happy with where it is?
I'm happy with where it is. Because once it's on there, it's on there. It's not coming back off.
I'm going to be careful.
We're going to send this over to Jackie, and she is just going to press, not iron.
Okay, so make sure you come and look at this because this is yours.
Yes.
You're happy with the way?
Yep, I'm happy.
Okay. Because I would feel terrible if I was in charge of doing somebody's and I did it wrong.
Okay, so she's just simply going to take her iron and press for about 7, 8 seconds on there. And it just fuses that right on there. It could not be easier. This project is going to come together so fast. So.
Boy, that was a lot of pressure, Allison.
Was that a lot of pressure? Just wait till I tell you, you have to sew.
Oh, I'm not sewing on yours.
I'm just teasing.
I'm like, no, I won't be sewing on yours.
Okay, so already your face is together and ready to go. So the other thing we wanted to show you is once you get that on, then you want to put some type of stitching around the edge of this so that with wear and tear it doesn't come off. So we have 2 different ways that we thought you could do it. One is called Doodle Applique.
Yes.
And Jackie will walk you through that. The other, I'm not a big fan of Doodle Applique. So you can simply do a blanket stitch around that. So take it away, Jackie.
All right. Well, I just have a sample of just some circles of what we're going to do. So to set up your machine, I actually am going to drop my feed dogs on my machine because I'm basically going to be doing free motion quilting.
Okay.
All right. It tells you to put your open toe foot on your machine, but I actually am just going to use my regular embroidery type foot. It's an open. It's the foot number N.
Okay.
So on my machine, there's a little button up in the upper right-hand corner that looks like kind of a free motion. I'm going to just push that little button, and that's all I have to do to set up my machine. Now, I'm going to go like 3 or 4 times around in this circle. So I'm going to drop my presser foot, and I'm actually not going to use my foot pedal on this. So I took my foot pedal out, and I'm just going to use my start-stop button on my machine because that's going to keep the needle going.
Okay.
All right.
And the reason we drop the feed dogs is so everything slides,
so
right?
I have total control of the project.
Okay.
It won't go anywhere unless I move it. Okay. So I'll kind of show you a little bit. I'm going to just start at the end. Okay, it's just going to get going. I'm in total control, and I'm just letting it Look, I'm even doing it with one hand.
Look at her showing off. One hand, folks.
Look. Okay, now I'm gonna go again, and I'm gonna kind of weave in and out a little bit because I want it kind of a fun little whimsical look. And you can kind of see I'm not going in the same direction. I'm gonna go around a third time because I want to be able to see my stitching. Isn't that cool?
That's so cute.
It's so fun, and
I have to say, if done right, it does look very good. And maybe I don't like it because I'm afraid of it.
Well, I said it really isn't that hard. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to actually tack it in place, and then I will cut.
Oh, so cute.
So look how cute that is. And that really, where is it? You want to show them how? It's not perfect at all.
No, so it just is like if you were doodling.
Yes.
I mean, you know, and it just holds that down. So look how nice those edges are. But if they did come up just a little bit, then you've got those tacked down.
Well, you could even do. Here's another idea. You can actually, instead of going just a straight line, you could try and do a zigzag-ish. Okay, I'm going to start, and let's say I don't want my line to be straight. I just kind of want it to be wonky.
Oh,
can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of playing with this and deciding. I'm just kind of deciding as I'm going. It just gives it a totally different look. You can go really smooth.
So if you wanted to doodle, like say on the carrot nose and make some of those lines that are in carrots, absolutely.
Yes, you could totally do this. This is it's kind of like thread painting as well. You just kind of, but see, I'm just kind of just going, I'm doing my own thing here.
So cute.
But it's just not even. See, and I'll show you how you could even be really whimsical and do it completely different too.
So look how fun that is on that edge. Yes,
and
so
you could
cute.
just play, and you could have a lot of fun with that.
Absolutely.
So
okay, say you hate this.
Yes, this is something that you do not want to do at all, then you can choose a blanket stitch, and I'm going to actually use my presser foot for this one. So I'm going to take this off free motion because I need to have my feed dogs. I'm going to go into my quilting, and I'm going to find a blanket stitch that I like. It looks like there are a couple of them here. I'm going to actually use Q12 because I want, and then I can change my width to make it a little wider. You can go up as wide as you want to. Now here's another thing. You want to make sure that you get it the way you want to.
Right.
So you practice, practice, and then once you get it perfect, I would write it down.
Okay.
Your settings.
Right.
Because if you had
to take a picture with your phone.
If you had to go and answer a telephone call, or if you had to do something,
or turn the machine turned off.
So then all you have to do is you'll put your presser foot, and that's why I like this open toe foot. I always start with my needle down in the and I want to go slow because you're on a curved surface. Mm-hmm. So instead of going fast, because I'm going to put my presser foot so it automatically lifts. So then I don't have to sit and go back behind here and lift it all of the time.
Another thing that Cindy taught me to do, and I think of this every time I blanket stitch, is learn to count your blanket stitch, because then you know where to start and to end. So you're like down 1, 2, up 1, 2,
it's a dance.
Down. Yeah, I mean, you know, it really is a dance. So
yeah.
So I love that. I think of her all the time when I'm like counting with my blanket stitch.
I know, this is really fun. Okay, so now I'm going to just leave my needle right along. It's going to go over. I'm going to count 1, 2, over. Okay, now I'm going to stop, and I'm going to ever so slightly move my fabric over. And maybe this time I only have one, because I want that needle to go right along that edge. Okay, so that you can kind of see that one was up as
It's a blanket
so you can
stitch here.
actually see
and
it.
You could do that with black, or you could even
Yes.
match your thread color
Yes, you could.
to whatever you're doing
For
and
sure.
make it a little bit more
Yeah.
subtle. Chris actually did the sample on here, and she just did a doodle applique,
She
and
did.
you can see that she just went around twice on, and sometimes 3 times.
Sometimes.
Let me move this up so that you can see, just sometimes 3 times on here, and then she went around all the edges. Then once that was done, clear blue tiles would be great. You
Yes.
just, it
Can-
simply has batting in between,
Yes.
and so you just quilt sandwich, or you could send it to your long armor. I mean, however you want to finish this
Yeah.
is absolutely darling.